What up, peeps? How's it going? I'm here, and you are too. Today I want to talk about St. Peter and how he didn't have, remind you, I'm not a religious person, but I like to see the Ascended Masters in their full form because I do work with them. And regardless of religion, because it is a construct of our 3D reality, I just wanted to take a step and look into what St. Peter wanted to talk about. St. Peter was a person that said, I need to be crucified upside down because I do not have the ability to be crucified like Jesus Christ. Now, I don't know the Bible, and I'm not saying I do, but there's a lot of messages coming through. And I think that if we look at the way that we look at our lives and the way St. Peter is talking to me right now, it's funny how people will justify themselves or do martyrism for their own good. So don't be a martyr, is what he's trying to say. It has to do with love too, especially with this Knight of Cups. When it comes to love and the Wheel of Fortune, somebody needs to really rely on their bullish ways. The bull, the break, the bull, the bear. Could be dealing with Virgo, could be dealing with Taurus, could be dealing with Leo. But we see some type of creativity that's been passed. There is a stuck energy around you, but you are becoming something that you never knew possible. It's really intriguing to me because you're getting messages from the divine, you're learning your strength, you're getting unstuck, you're noticing qualities within yourself that are uppermost from other people, and you're trying to bypass everything kind of like in a way where even though it's fast coming, your energy is slowing things down. Now this is actually going into your conscious space to where it's making you make illogical choices. So taking a breath back and taking a breath and looking at your situation and realizing the things that have died within, this creativity energy, and embodying that in the future, it's like you need to get rid of something. Maybe you're focused on love. But I think this is what's keeping you stuck. So don't be a martyr to your own self, is what I'm hearing. I keep hearing, don't be a martyr. When St. Peter died, I'm hearing that there was a lot of confusion in his own spirituality. He wanted to be like another individual. We can put them in, as the Jeebus. As the Jeebus Creebus. But the whole point is the fact that what I'm hearing is both Jesus and him did not really, they didn't see eye to eye in that situation. One looked up to the other, and no one needs to look up one to the other. We're all equal. Our paths are different. Now, he went ahead and above and beyond to be crucified upside down, and I think it's really courageous to do that, right? But that's a mindset that you don't need, because if we're all equal, we can all accomplish the same things. And to be a light worker or be a chosen one is to understand that no matter what happens to us, we all have a different message. Let's channel that. That's pretty crazy. The unstuckness is knowing that you need to try new possibilities, and this creativity, the type of creativity that you had, is not working anymore. So these crazy situations you might find yourself in, but the Knight of Wands, it's very cumbersome, very masculine based. There's a lot of hoorah going on. There needs to be more patience practiced. You could be urging yourself to go forward with something that you think is going to be your end all to be all, but like that's not going to work for you, whether it be in love, money, or career, whatever it is. Love, money, career. Money and career are separated, so don't clash me on that. But you are not really aligned in a sense where things are moving forward. Things are happening unseen. And it's for a good reason. And that's when I see St. Peter in the Hangman, right? I'm surprised the Hangman hasn't come out, because Hangman is a depiction of St. Peter on the cross, right? And I love it. I love it. The upside down cross, right? The upside down cross is not a fucking satanic thing. People get stupid with that shit. I got an upside down cross on my arm. I don't know if you can see it, but like, when you go right side up, it's right side up. It's a depiction of how people should be living. And the correlation between what is right and wrong. There is no right and wrong in a situation if you're doing the right. So I almost hear like sympathy over St. Peter, because he's like, oh, I didn't need to do that, but at the same time they're both being killed. Someone needs to speak their truth. And it comes down to strength. They know what the fuck they need to do. And we can see this with the Queen of Swords. Going back to what I was saying is how you lost some type of creativity. Your creativity is coming back in a different way. And you're going to make mistakes. And here some of you want a YouTube channel or want to start something or start reading tarot. You're going to make mistakes. But you're not being as bold as you could be. Especially if someone's dying and you're like upside down on a cross. How could you be as bold as St. Peter, right? Remind you, I'm not religious. This is all spirituality. I'm just a vessel. I just tell the shit as it comes. Now we can see you here with this as a star, and I wouldn't be telling you this shit because you wouldn't be on this fucking reading if you weren't the star. But you're stuck because of baggage. The emotional values that you hold within yourself have not led you to current situations to make decided situations, like decided decisions in situations. There's a lot of emotion pouring out from your heart, and you're making space. So like when I saw the star, this specific star in this tarot deck, she has a lot of like pouring water here. You're getting rid of the things that used to make you happy and realizing a new reality of what actually your soul, your higher self is telling you, what really actually makes you happy. You could have depended on this ego-based reflection of creation with the Ace of Wands, or the Queen of Wands. This has probably been like I see a hard worker. I see somebody that's really diligent in their studies and in their well-being, but there needs to be a sense of like divine need to come in. You need to make space, and that's also in the middle of the reading if you want to scroll back. I don't know. But this destined, there's something destined here. So let me like pull some more cards. Yeah, they cut me off. I love how I can turn it on, turn it off. If you are a person that's a psychic, a seer, or anything like that, put in the comments, I know what you're talking about, or like disagree with me, because like there is patience in what we're doing here. Ooh, someone's protecting the coin. 3D based relationships and occurring things. So when I say occurring things, someone's trying to find happiness within conflict and growth. If I only do this, and we can talk about that, like the person that does all the things they need to do for themselves. I'm unhappy where I'm at, so I'm just going to work my ass off to get where I need to go. That's not going to happen. There's going to be things and places and people and stuff going in your physical reality to stop you. You need to take a break. Your growth and opportunity is going to come after strife. This happiness that you thought is actually upside down. They're telling me. This is all based on the Wheel of Fortune card. Let's look at the Knight of Cups. Someone could want to be, this is a distraction I'm hearing first and foremost. Hanged one. Hangman! There he is. There he is. 10-10. Hangman despises people that are unnatural to himself. He put himself in this place because he could not deal with other people around him. He doesn't like erratic information. He doesn't like erratic behavior. He does what he does because he knows Spirit's guiding him to do it. He takes himself out of the equation and gives himself solace or he can hermit himself to find justice and be the fool. These are beautiful cards too. If you guys want to check them out, it's called the Unknown Tarot. They're silver gilded. I got mine in Pasadena, but let's check a couple more and see what my great-grandfather has to say. I use his deck because when he passed, my great-grandfather from Italy, this is his deck that we got. It's one of the last remaining decks, but I'm so glad to have it because it's a very big connection. Now, 7 of Swords. There's a deception around some type of ability. Someone doesn't seek. Someone wants to go against you. I'm hearing it's outside influence. It also has to do with you being stuck. You're paying attention to things in your physical reality that are keeping you stuck because you are worried about something happening to you. But you have to understand how protected you are. Things are going forward, remember? Woo! With the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wand. Oh, man, there's more. Hold on. I got 2, but I don't know. 7 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Knight of Cups. There's a lot of confusion here with these 3 cards. Someone's trying to ride this fish into the... Someone's trying to stagnate someone else because they want some type of a victory, I hear. But whoever is going through this is actually learning about what we were all talking about and how everything's moving forward with these conflicts and things, and how your happiness is actually... Like, I see somebody standing out from the crowd, essentially, with all this energy. It will be cumbersome, but there's many choices to make, right? Someone's just apprehensive on what, because like this 7 of Cups, it's like kind of crazy. They got like this beetle right here, and they got like a ghost face, and they got the wreath and shit. Like and the wreath is depicted by the 6 of Wands, right? So because you can see the wreath around the man riding the white horse in the Rider-Waite, he has that wreath on his head. So that signifies success. There's also in this deck a lot of like ghostly images. I don't know if you can see it. But as you make these decisions, oh, and you got 1 tower in here too, if you didn't notice that before. That was kind of cool. Huh? Focus, come on. Come on. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this. I wish I had somebody filming me. Because they can just autofocus for me. But there's a tower in here. I have it on autofocus. This camera kind of like weird, but it's actually badass. If you're wondering what camera I'm using a Sony A7 triple I, sorry. Just got discontinued, and they have a new Sony, which is like another $1,000, $4,000, whatever. But this one's dope. If you guys like what I'm doing here, I'm going to leave it with a cliffhanger because I got to get this extended going on my Patreon. I'm trying to shift my reality and see the abundance that I already have in my own self, but I didn't need to give you guys some straight up questions. Also, I heard somebody needs a yes or no, so that's a no. If you're dealing with a love individual, if you are sticking along, that's wrong. The sun is here. Anyways, that's all I got. I'm going to get a couple more, but I gotta make some food too, so I hope you guys have a good day and love you all. If you haven't subscribed already, I greatly appreciate it if you could. If you didn't subscribe, just give me a like. It's no big deal. It takes a little click. You don't have to leave a comment. Love you all. Bye.